Hi everyone and welcome to today's video. I hope everyone is doing well. It's absolutely freezing. That's why I'm dressed up all nice and warm. So today I have 3 projects for you for Valentine's. Some of them you might be able to use for spring as well. So for the first project, I'm starting off with a thrifted item. I think this works because it looks quite vintage and shabby chic, and that's what I'm going for in this project. I'm going to line it with a bit of tinsel, and this is probably the only time that I actually don't mind tinsel. So we'll wrap it around a few times just to bulk it up a bit. Just cut it around here, and then we'll just hot glue that. So we'll apply a bit of hot glue in the inside. I'm making use of some packaging. You can use a floral foam brick, that's a bit of a tongue twister there, or a block, whatever you'd like to use. You only need a little bit. Next we want some greenery, so I've got these and I'm going to stick them in on the side. And I'm taking this angel figurine, I'm going to add it inside the arrangement. Let's have a play around though, I'm not sure exactly where. So this is how it looks so far. I have placed him here and then a few more of these little things, I don't know what can we call them, berries. They were off an arrangement. I've got this flower head that I really love because it's closed, and I'm going to add that right here. This needs a little bit of hot glue. And then take one of these chocolates, you can use pink or red. I prefer pink to red. I'm going to add just a bit of hot glue on the excess piece because you don't want to melt the chocolate. So a little bit of packaging there. Just securing that on the side. I've got one of these which is actually like a cake topper. You can make this very easily. It's just some wire, a bow with a pearl on which you can use a sticker. And this is just a heart, so you can make this with some card and then add some glitter on top. And we're going to poke this through. So I always say whenever you're making an arrangement like this, the main thing is to make sure there's no gaps or empty spaces. So as you can see here, I've got a bit of an empty gap. I'm going to fill it in with this flower here, and you can see it really comes together then. I find this so precious. What do you think of Shabby Chic as a style? Do you decorate in it? Do you like it? I only like a small amount, like I don't like too much lace, too much ribbons, that kind of thing. The next project, really nice and easy, and you all know by now I love cloches. It's just such an easy thing to put together, and you can change it out for the different seasons and holidays, and it always looks great. So I've got this one here which is actually from Ikea, and I'm taking this small pot. I made sure that it fits in there nicely. I had a few different sizes and that one looked best. I'm also going to be taking these birds here which are actually ornaments. So I'm taking the ribbon off this one, I've already done it on the other. And these are going to be like love birds, but what's good about this is that you can use it for spring as well. So to line the bottom, you can leave it as is. You can use a doily, like a paper doily if you want. I'm going to use some of this curly moss. Hopefully I've got enough. So let's place this down first, and the birds back here. And then I can just decorate around them. And this really gives it that shabby chic and rustic look, so I really do love this curly moss. You can also, if you've got like regular moss, you can add a little bit of paint. Take a sponge brush, that also works really well. I do that sometimes if I've got green moss. You can see a little bit there hanging on to the curly white moss. I love it because it actually looks like a nest, so that's pretty good. Now I'm taking some of this moss, and you can get it in different colours. This is reindeer moss and they dye it. The one that I've got here was from Amazon and it's vintage green. I'm going to add a bit in the pot. Let me know if you decorate for Valentine's or if you even celebrate it. I personally don't. I just craft a few projects for you all to inspire you. Okay, next we're going to go with a stick. So I've got mine here, and I've got these hearts as well. And I only need one, so I'm going to cut this off, but I want to see what size we're going to go with. The larger one or the smaller one? I'm going to go with the smaller one only because it looks more like a heart. I feel like the bigger one kind of gets lost. So I'm just taking it off the hook that it's on, and then I'm going to hot glue it to the stick, and then we're going to add it in so it's like a little topiary. Adding the hot glue on top to stick the heart down. Once you've got your heart on your stick, take a pebble and hot glue at the bottom just to give it a bit of strength and stability, and it's also easier, but you don't really have to do this. Now I'm going to place it back on top. Now to finish off, this is optional, I've just been playing off camera with a few ribbons. I didn't like these two, and I think I'm going to go with this one here because it's got the birds and also the hearts, so this really does go with what I've made. I'm going to add a little to just one side of the cloche at the top so you can still see the heart and everything that's inside, and I'm going to cut its size and then hot glue it. I just need to add a bit of glue on either side. I ended up taking the ribbon off the cloche from the top and I added it to the base, the bottom wood. It looked so much better, so I'm glad that I did that. It was annoying me a little bit, but I really love this as well. It's super sweet. Now for the last project, I'm taking a mason jar. This one came like this already, but you can paint it white yourself. I got this from Amazon and it does come with the bow as well, which is nice, saves me a bit of time. And now I'm taking some ribbon. I want to just decorate the outside of the jar first. So I'm going to just stick it to the back, cut its size, and then I have this wooden embellishment which I've cut out with my laser machine. I'm going to hot glue that. I'm not sure if I want to paint it yet. I've got this pink acrylic marker. I'm not sure if I should just leave it plain. We'll see. Even though I think I might prefer it this way, just so it ties in with my other projects, I think I am going to add a bit of pink to it. What's nice about these acrylic painter pens is that you can still see the wood. So this is perfect for a time like this when I still want that wood to be seen, but just a slight amount of colour. So now I'm adding hot glue to the back and securing that on the front. So this in itself is an idea just to decorate a jar, but I want to go a step further and have an arrangement. Just like I did with the first project, I'm going to stuff it. So I'm taking this Shabby Chic heart and I'm going to add it to this stick. This is a barbecue skewer. This is going to just give it length and enable me to place it inside the arrangement. Of course this is super long, so I'm going to just cut it. Taking my pliers, let's go about here. And now we'll add our florals to the mix. Seeing as these are flower heads, I'm only going to be able to add hot glue. I can't stick them in the foam. But I'm going to group them as close to one another as possible. Going with pastel colours, very delicate and shabby chic. I will take again one of these chocolates, just place them on top. These are wonderful gifts as well as decor. I'm taking this paper that I got from my die cut book and I'm going to add that at the bottom next to the chocolate heart. Now again I'm going to be taking one of these little figurines on top of the flower beside a chocolate. Now we're turning this around again to fill the empty gaps here. Even though it's the back, it's still important. So I'm taking 2 flower heads and that should do the job. So this is today's final project. I'm so glad that I painted the heart pink in the end. I think it looks right. I was trying to figure out why I like Shabby Chic, and I think it's the delicateness of it. It's quite feminine as well, but it also does have that whimsical touch, and you know, I love everything whimsical. Just a quick recap of all of today's projects. You have to let me know your favourite in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe and leave me a thumbs up. Thank you for your support. I'll catch you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.